Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, human beings of all ages, welcome to Vibrations with Vito. I am your host, Vito. Episode 59. Last week I was raving about the good and warm weather. Today it's cold and pouring rain. Gotta love Pennsylvania. And I'm totally joking, I hate it here. Just kidding, I got a lot of good people here. Yeah, you know, I'm just living every day as it comes and as it goes, you know. Wake up, be grateful. Let's get right to the message of the week. It is from the late, great Muhammad Ali. And he says, don't count the days. Make the days count. Mm-hmm. You know, be grateful. You know what I mean? Shout out to Muhammad Ali. I'm accompanied this week by a real good guest, a real good friend. He is an aspiring actor. He is a comedian.
Some would say.
He's a good friend of mine, Steve Konnovitch.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm doing good. I'm getting close to the mic off the bat.
No, it's good. You look good.
Thank you. You do too.
Hair is flowing.
It is a bit, and it's happened organically.
Yeah.
It hasn't been premeditated.
No.
I sort of see it here, but I like when it flops a little bit.
No hair products or anything?
We have a little bit of, what is that called? Paste?
Okay, like toothpaste, not toothpaste.
No. Hair paste with some sea salt spray.
Oh, okay, so he's bougie. I like it.
And that's like Amazon, $17. I can plug it.
That's fine.
If you guys want.
Oh, you know.
Happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here. Did I say that? So you're drinking some water because you're parched, but here on this show, we use wine. Yes. So before we get to the pour, I had a whole case of wine donated to me, I'll say, by the sponsors of this show, the greatest people in the history of people, La Duca Pizza, the best pizza in New York, period. I say it every week. You got to trust me, folks. Yes, Brooklyn, to be specific. Yes.
Where at in Brooklyn?
Newkirk Plaza, 14 Newkirk Plaza, Brooklyn, New York, 11226 is the zip code. The phone number, if you want to give it a ring, ding, ding.
I'll try it out.
718-859. 1501. They're the best. So we had a christening for my cousin Vito, his daughter Michaela. We went there, and after the baptism, my uncle goes, "Hey, come here," and I go, "Okay." So I go to the car, and he opens the trunk, and he gives me a whole case of Pinot Grigio. So shout out to them. Shout out to Zio Pino. I think it was 6. No, it's 8. It's 4 and 4. It's 8.
Okay.
Oh my God, super grateful. He was like, I hope this is like for a week worth of. I was like, yeah. I'm not an alcoholic, but just for the podcast. So they gave me the electric bottle opener around Christmas time for my birthday. So shout out to them. And now I got a whole case of wine. So shout out to La Duca Pizza.
Yeah.
God bless Michaela. It was a wonderful baptism, wonderful food afterwards.
God bless Michaela.
That's right. God bless you too.
Yeah.
Folks, put your volume up. Time for the pour. Wow.
It's crisp in person.
You know what? Kind of like you.
It's it's crisp digitally, but in person it's a bit of a different story.
Yeah, man. We love it. This is
exceptional. Okay, so La Duca Pizza in Brooklyn,
New York.
In
Newkirk Plaza. Barstool, what's his name?
Portnoy rated it?
Yes, he did. Yeah, he gave it an 8.4.
Did he?
He was going to go 9. There was a homeless dude out front that definitely... Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Wait a minute. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's an eager beaver. You can take a sip.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
okay. Getting the jitters out. It's okay.
I can't mess with the protocol. So it's in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay.
There was a homeless dude.
Plaza.
Yes.
Homeless dude outside.
He kind of ruined it because he was like, best pizza in Brooklyn. And then Portnoy asked him, give me a second. And he didn't give him a second. So he's like, I can't take your opinion too serious if you can't give me another pizza.
Yeah, I remember this.
So, that's a valid point. But it's definitely the best pizza in all of New York. So shout out to them. Yeah. Let's get to you, my friend. So you don't drink too much wine.
I don't drink too much
of anything.
Not even water. I'm dehydrated most days.
But that's terrible.
No,
my sister, who's a dietitian, she's not gonna like that.
No, I drink a lot of water.
Okay, good.
I drink a lot of water.
How many bottles a day?
I typically will get to about like somewhere between 8 to 12 glasses, probably, right,
Oh,
of
okay.
water.
That's good.
I'm not
That's what
keeping
they recommend.
track,
That's what
you
they
know?
recommend.
I'm drinking it here and there. I'm listening to my body for the most part.
Good, good. And are you still indulging in an enormous amount of fruit?
Most days, yeah.
Okay.
Less than I used to. It's like I used to eat 3 or 4 apples. It's now like 2 a day.
Okay. Red or green? Little mix?
Mix, but I'd say for every green, there's about 3 red.
Okay.
So it's like
Okay.
I'll eat 2 red today,
Right.
2 red. Yesterday I ate a Granny Smith and a Fuji. It's
Okay.
kind of how I'm feeling, and then
Good.
it's also working with the diversity that's in front of me at my house. So it's like I can't go with all the red,
Right.
because then the greens get
They get upset.
yeah. We have a family meeting. Things get not too great
Are you still smashing the nectarines?
when it's in season.
Okay. When is the season for
I don't
nectarines?
know. I don't know. My mom said a lot about the seasons of nectarines, but I don't know really what is the truth.
Your mom might be lying to you.
They just show up. Really, I'm blessed. My parents will shop for me, and I just indulge in whatever they provide. But I do ask for a lot of fruit, and they deliver.
Nice. Shout out to all the Konnovitches.
Yeah.
Seriously. Especially
Seriously.
Tess. I know she's gonna be watching. Shout out to you, Tess.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Ryan. Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah. We got a good group over there.
We do. The last time I saw you, correct me if I'm wrong, was it at Jamie's house for her birthday?
Yes, and that was in November.
And the Phillies were in the World Series, right? Or was
yeah,
it maybe
yeah.
the round before that? We
It-
definitely were watching the Phillies game.
I think it was Game 1 of the World Series.
Mm.
No, it was Game 5.
Oh, okay.
It was after they got no hit,
Yeah.
and then they lost again,
Yeah.
and then the next day they lost again, and they lost.
Yeah.
No, wait, that might have been.
I
the
think we
night-
lost in 6. Or no, did we lose in 5? We might have lost in 5.
No, we lost in 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. At least we won 2.
Yeah, it was not a bad. I mean, hey, look, Philly sports. I keep going for this, and then I'm like, Philly sports. Philly sports are up right now. I
You were
mean,
up.
Hopefully, the Sixers can jump into
Dude.
the Eastern Conference Final. It'll be
What if you-
upsetting, but this next series really is, I think, the Eastern Conference Finals.
It is, because I think we beat, if let's say we beat Boston, I think we definitely beat whoever comes out of that next matchup. It's the Heat and the
and the
Knicks.
Knicks, which is kind of cool for New York. As much as we're supposed to maybe hate
Yeah.
the Knicks,
It's, you know,
it's nice to see them partying in
I
New
like
York
to see
City.
the Knicks be all right, you know? They've been
Yeah,
horrible
this
for
is
a
the
lot of my
second-
life.
Yeah, second playoff series they won in 20 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, Brunson, they got a lot of Villanova guys. So,
Yeah, right. I do respect him. I like that.
Yeah.
What I am nervous about is Joel is hurt.
well, yeah,
Like big time hurt, and he's just trying to man up because we're in the playoffs. My brother-in-law asked a good question. If it was in the regular season, how long would he be out? You know,
a month
right? Terrible.
plus.
So we're like, hey, bud, a week and a half, 2 weeks, you'll be right back, right?
That's a tricky question because it's not with this injury how long would a player be out. It's with this injury how long would Joel be out.
Yeah.
And that's completely different. You
Yeah.
have to kind of, so it's almost like regular player probably out 2 weeks.
Mm.
Joel, double it in the playoffs.
Meet
Divided
in the
by
middle.
2.
Yeah.
yeah. Do some math.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get him on the floor.
Dude, it's
Justify
terrible.
it.
He's not gonna be Joel though. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'll take Joe. I'll just take Joe Noel.
Okay, I like it.
I'll take-
Ooh, that was
I'll take
clever.
Joe Embiid out there because Joe Embiid is still the best player probably on the court.
Yeah, he's definitely
For
the
the
best big
Sixers.
man. Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
Tatum's good, but
Yeah, he's good.
I'll just take Joel Embiid.
He swears he's
no D. Either way, Joel
Embiid.
Embiid.
I like it. That's a good
And
take
we'll
right
roll
there.
with it.
That might be a clip.
It's early. We'll see.
Yeah. So first, I want to let you establish
My
the
dominant.
platform. Yes, we did that as soon as we pressed record. The platforms that you're on, because you are a creator.
Yeah.
And the people that follow me, if they don't follow you, here's a great opportunity to do so. So
Sure.
tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, you'll want to head over to TikTok first and foremost. I'd say I'm on there, Steve Content. So that's Steve, Konn, and then my last name. We end with that and just put TENT. It's a play on words. So that's TikTok's there. Expect more content there. I feel like I say that whenever anyone asks, but expect more.
It's a good thing to say because expect it. It's
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. It kind of puts
Right.
some onus on me.
Mm.
YouTube, same name. I upload some of the clips from TikTok onto there. it's a lot of comedy. It's gonna be basically whatever comes to my mind and whatever I want to pursue creating.
Good.
We have a short film coming out, I believe next month. We're in post right now, and that's been an absolute doozy of a process, but it's been fun. It's been fun. So I think we're gonna screen it either the week before Memorial Day weekend or the week after.
Okay.
We shot that back in April of 2022. So you can find out more about that Daisy short film 2022, which now that I say it out loud, I should change the name to 2023, on Instagram. And Twitter, I sometimes post like bad satire.
Which is funny. You're a good Twitter follow.
It's sometimes. It hasn't been as much.
But I'm
recently.
saying I like it.
Steve_Kano. And then on Instagram, it's just Steve Kano, and I'll post acting updates there and just what I'm doing.
Yeah. You're a busy man.
LinkedIn, Stephen Konnovitch. I also have a job, so like that's going well. So like follow me there. But I hope the TikTok, Instagram, YouTube is where I'd go, and I hope to be producing more there, especially when the short film we start to get trailers and such.
So you're the director of this short film. Yes. Are you also in the short film?
I'm not in the short film that I created.
Okay, but you've done a few short films.
So I've done a few short films. I started auditioning for short film. Like when COVID hit, I was like, oh, I kind of like acting a little bit, and I dipped a toe in, and I dipped another one in, and then it was a slow process.
Now you got like 4 or 5 toes in.
Now both feet, I'd say like thighs are starting to get submerged.
Hey.
Toes are very wrinkly, just because what water does to them. And yeah, God bless my sister, my younger sister Mariah, because she during that COVID period was just like, yeah, let's run some scenes in the basement. And we did, and I started to really, drive a love and foster a love for like creating and doing this sort of stuff. And then you take classes, or at least my journey was taking classes, going to the Walnut Street Theater, shout out the Walnut Street Theater, taking some courses at Temple, and then saying, you know what, I'm going to get on some of these casting sites, auditioned for some, got some footage, working with an agency now, and doing some more commercial work, and I've gotten more into independent films than student films as of late. So it's going all right.
That sounds better than all right. I like that.
Thank you.
Good. See, I didn't know you were with an agency. That's big time. That's a little backing, like a little support in the back is always good. So
yeah. Because and thank you for that. But I want to emphasize, like, it is still mostly me submitting the stuff and me handling it. But you're right. It is nice when a potential job comes through, and are they on more to the commercial side and like less the narrative? Yes, but that's where a lot of times the money is when you're talking small productions. So
I like it. It's
been fun.
It's
been a real joy.
I think you definitely have a passion for it, so it also makes it better. Not only like can you have it potentially be another job, but you love it. So that makes it better, So I'm happy for you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Keep working.
It's cool because not to give everything away, but I guess that's the point of these podcasts, to talk and plug your stuff. I'm working with this company, tech company based out of Dallas, and it's been really amazing to work with them because they see the passion for film and acting. They're like, hey, do some of that for us. I'm like, hell yeah. And so we're embarking on that too.
Good.
It's scary, it's exciting, it's everything.
Yeah, do you get a little nervous? Like, let's say they tell you, like, oh, let's meet up at 3, and you wake up at, like, 9. Are you nervous from 9 to 2 or anything like that?
What are you referring to, the acting stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never really know what... You never really know if you're hitting the target. I'm reading this great book called The Actor and the Target by Declan Donegan now. But you never really, to shout out, I guess, Declan, if this hits your desk, and it's one of those things where you never really know if what you're doing is connecting, but it's all the cliches that you hear. It's trusting in someone, because I've directed films before, and I guess maybe I was fortunate to have directed before acting, because I know that I'm not gonna let my film be shitty.
Yeah, right. Can't.
And performance drives the narrative. So immediately, like, every good director any piece of work you want to be a part of and any director you want to work with is gonna have your back, and if you put your trust in them, you're gonna turn out a good performance because with preparation. But that's how I look at it. So am I nervous? Yeah, you get nervous when you get there, but at least from my point of view,
you're built for the pressure is what it sounds like, and you thrive in it, so it's great.
Sure.
Yeah, no, that's what I got from it. Like, yeah, you get a little nervous because you're gonna do something, like you're putting yourself out there, but you're built for it, built for war, you know?
Yeah.
BFW.
Yeah, and I will say, expect a lot more of that footage to be coming out soon, because we shot a lot of it.
Good.
We shot a lot of it last summer and most of it was, the sweet spot between like super short and feature length. So it takes a while. Like, these are students as well going through their first processes, and a lot of that's coming out like this summer. So that's going to be where a lot of the content comes from, and then just creating around that. I have this film that I'm really proud to be a part of that is showing at Temple. So it's cool to see some of this stuff come out.
Currently showing at Temple?
Yes, it is.
Wow, so I'm technically with a movie star right now.
Maybe. It was a supporting role. But,
okay, good. Well, I just want you to know that when those dates come out and it's like, hey, I just dropped whatever, and Daisy is coming this summer, you said?
Yeah, so we will...
I'm plugging it here that day. No matter who the guest is, I'm going to say, actually, hold on 1 second. I would like to take this time. So just,
I'd be happy to give you the trailer to plug right into to the episode.
Hell yeah. We could do that.
And there will be a screening. There will be more than one screening, but planning to screen it at a restaurant in Bristol. And that'll be, like I said, close to Memorial Day weekend, either before or after. I'm thinking after.
Nice.
And then we'll get it to festivals. And I believe in the story. And I'm probably, going to look silly for believing in it in a couple years.
Why do you say that?
No, it's just
don't give too much away.
No. I think that's the nature of creation. It's if you're not cringing at what you created, then you're not growing.
Ooh.
If you're not,
that's nice.
Because if you're not looking back at the person you were and sort of being like, it's a balance, right? You don't want to show up in life saying, not believing in yourself and not making decisions because you're scared of... It's not the fear of... Okay.
Go ahead. Take it away. Take it away.
It's not so much... I'm not advocating for, like, the fear of decision and the fear of action. More of just, like, action without reflection I'm advocating against, I guess.
Very prolific here. I like that. No, that was very wise. Cool. That was a wise thing to say. Cool. Like it.
Thank you.
Oh man.
So what's been going on with you? I want to say congratulations for you've eclipsed a year. Correct?
I have,
and that's really amazing.
Yeah, man. Came a long way, and it like flew by. Yeah. We got we're in a new studio.
Yes, we are.
And feel good. I got better equipment. Got a new mic. Or sitting off to the side here, in case when we want to do 3 guests.
Yeah.
I feel good. It's day by day, week by week, and when you were talking about cringe, you're not creating unless you're cringing.
Yeah.
Dude, almost every episode when I do, it gets back to like I gotta watch it back. Yeah. When I start talking in the videos, when I'm like, ugh. Yeah. I'm like, ugh. Like I gotta, I'm like, oh, maybe should I cut this part out? Yeah. Not leave it. And then the other side my brain's like, no, it's fine, you're overthinking. My other side's like, dude, did you hear what you just said? Look at your face. So it's just always like, it's like that. So I just try to stay motivated. I'm trying to get like guests where I don't have a relationship with at all. Because it's easy to talk to people that I, have a relationship with. We've done a podcast before, you and I. Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to You Wouldn't Get It.
Yes.
It's one of those things we Chris and I probably both look back on and cringe, but we're glad we did it.
Oh, it was fun.
I have to shout him out seriously. I don't know that I'd be doing any of this.
Do it.
If it wasn't for... Yeah, cheers.
Cheers to Chris.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd be doing... I think I might have gotten into this.
Maybe not as soon.
Maybe not with as much force as if I had a partner who I could sort of say, hey, is this crazy? And they could say, yeah. And we both go, yeah, that's why it's being created.
Yeah, you guys, so
we were nuts, yeah.
No. I'm trying to think, did we start around the same time? Were you a little before me? Yeah, you definitely were a little before me.
A little before you, I believe.
And it also added, like, fuel to me, because I was like, I can do this too.
Yeah.
Not like saying, like, oh, yours was better or mine was better. I was like, I can do this too. This is a street I can walk down.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I would watch yours, know what I could bring to the table. I was like, oh yeah, we could both do this. This is not like a competition. It's like and then I was like, we could collab. And then when we did collab, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I was your first and only guest, right? Guest, yeah. So you did 36.
We did.
I was 35.
Yeah, we did. And then after that, we were just like, we had like one TikTok go viral.
Yo, you had the TikTok game on Smash for a little bit. And did you take a step back, or did just like the algorithm kind of went another way?
I wouldn't say we. So the real story of it is like we did that, and we said, hey, we sat down. We said, what's our real goal with this? Like, what do we want to do? And we were both drawn to this creative side of like, making videos, maybe more so than the podcasting. Podcasting is also a much bigger time commitment.
For sure.
Maybe. I guess overstretched over the...
Well, it's a longer video, so to speak. Yeah. It might take you a lot of tries to get the right video, like if you're just putting one clip out, but, we're going to probably do close to an hour here. So that, like, the content is longer.
Longer form,
but the process probably is relatively the same.
Yeah. So we just made a decision. We were like, hey, with the time that we have, he's going off to law school, I'm working full time, probably makes more sense to make this shorter form stuff. And some of it took off. So we were doing consistently well. And then, work picked up for me. He went off to law school. I sort of took the account, did some of my own stuff, and then acting started to take off a bit. Yeah. And I was like, it comes down to time, but also a great coach of mine said, like, you can either have your reasons or your results. And
we're dropping gems here. And when I mean Steve.
And the reality is that, I could have been creating, and I can be, and I think there's a lot of hesitation out there to why you shouldn't create, but I think the reality is that you can have a show, you can have a TV show, you can make a movie with next to nothing nowadays. So like, if you're, no matter what you think, if I do it this way, people are gonna perceive me like this, and that might affect my career. I think it's all BS, and tomorrow I might think it's all real. But I'm working through that for real. And I think we've never been in a better place to create.
Era.
And I hope that doesn't I hope it puts the right kind of pressure on people, because the last thing I want is I think there's just a lot of times you can hear like, you need to be creating content right now. You need to be making $200,000 in 6 months by making ebooks with ChatGPT. It's like, bro, what you really need is just sit down. What do I want to do in this moment, and leverage the tools that you have. But long-winded answer to other things came up, and it was really good, and like I said, pushed me into other areas, and creating hasn't really stopped. It's just that form. But I picking it back up is something that I've done a bit this year that I'd like to do more of. Yeah, it's a ton of fun.
Back to like you were saying, it doesn't take much. Honestly, all you need nowadays is an idea and an iPhone.
Yeah.
And it could go viral.
2 eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really all you said, the 2 eyes. Yeah.
Android works too.
Yeah, but the camera level, is it the same?
I've
never had an Android.
I think.
What's that?
Sometimes better.
Wow.
I saw a commercial where you could unblur parts of a photo.
I did see that. Was that where Giannis Antetokounmpo was in that commercial? And a guy was like, he was like this, and he didn't want him in the picture, so he was just like, watch this.
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Was that Google? That was Google's phone.
Yeah, they're like, but with my Google Pixel. The one girl's like, took a picture, corner of the counter, fumbled. It's like, all right, we get what you we know who you casted for, like, But yeah, you're right. The 2 eyes. It's like, one person I really look up to is Tyler, the Creator. I never really and I haven't listened to enough of his music, but it's not like I connected to it in some incredibly like it didn't move me. What I did listen to, I thought his songs were good, but I like a lot of his rhetoric that he puts out on social media, which is just like this numbers game that everyone's playing is fake.
Yeah.
It's just business. They're not creating art. They're creating a product. And it's like you need to push that away. Because in reality those are people that it maybe started with the art in mind, the art being the priority, or they just took advantage of an algorithm. But the thing that matters is the quality of your work.
Yeah, maybe not the quantity as much, the quality.
Yeah.
But I think they do go hand in hand, because you want to put out a lot, and you want to put out a lot of good stuff, so it goes hand in hand. But what I respect about Tyler, the Creator, he produces almost 90% of his music.
Yeah.
So he's also providing the vocals and writing. Well, let me not say writing. He might have a lot of people nowadays, they have a lot of help with their pen.
Yeah.
Back in the day, not so much. It was like, who wrote that? If it wasn't you, it was a discredit. Now it's like, hey man, Steve and Chris helped me write this great. And it's like, okay.
How do you feel about that? Do you think that the emphasis on, like, I feel like, so let me preface the question before I ask how you feel about it.
Sure.
I feel like the world's changed in a way that people care less about how something was done, and rather that it was done and what the end product is. Whereas back in the day, it was like, I wrote this song myself, I produced it myself. Right. Do you think that change is good for art, or do you think it loses some of its quality, some of its value?
I think it loses a little bit. Yeah. Like, people want to know, like, what kind of, like, where were you? Like, someone's like, oh, I was locked up for blah 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 when I wrote this, or I was I don't know, I was in law school or something like that. I like I don't like it. If we're talking hip hop, I think the people who are singing it or doing the vocals, they shouldn't be playing a big part of what they're saying. Like pop singers, not so much. You don't have to be able to write a good song. Can you deliver a good song? But if we're talking hip hop, I don't like the ghostwriter narrative. Like somebody like P. Diddy, he's never been a rapper, like right, but he's gotten other great rappers to write his stuff for him, and he says them. But like he was the first one to say it, like, oh yeah, Jadakiss wrote this for me, or something like that. But I don't know. I think it kind of goes hand in hand. It is maybe good, and it could be bad. I think I might just take the side of not so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think above all else, we're all looking to attach ourselves to emotionally attach ourselves to a story. And the story,
I like the story
that this person wrote this in their jail cell while locked away for this, is much more appealing than like, hey, artists got together and wrote this and leveraged everyone's creative skill in like some $10,000 studio in Beverly Hills. It doesn't have the same twang to it, so it makes sense, but it also like reveals the fact that I don't know, I think you can sometimes manufacture those stories, and I think that's more of what we're seeing today. For sure. People talk about stuff they don't have yet. All that kind of stuff. Or they know that the viewer's looking for that story for that
algorithm.
Like
that stupid word, I hate it, but it holds so much weight.
The example that comes to mind is Jake with a V, so GVKE on TikTok. He will he'll do these videos where like I'm playing my song for my grade school piano teacher, and she's getting emotional, but you look deeper and like he's playing the notes, but there's music dubbed over it. So it's like these manufactured moments, I think, is more of what we're seeing, which I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with. I think it's just people taking advantage of something that's been happening for a while, using all their resources. Do you want another glass of wine? I'll take a half of a glass. Okay. Not a big drinker, folks, but no, I appreciate you. Perfect. Thank you. There you go. You're welcome. Cheers. Okay, so you did something that I'm very jealous of, because I don't know if I have the cojones to do it. So you got on stage
and did an open mic.
Yeah.
Have you've done it a few times, or just that one that I know of?
So any like real comedian would scoff at this. They'd be like, I go to open mics every week. But I've done 3 in my life. So I went to 3 open mics. I did one at Nick's Roast Beef in...
I've been there.
Yeah. At the end of 2021. Not a stand-up place. Just, people at the bar that are just like, all right, I don't know why the fuck this dude's here. But that was fun. Did a 40-minute set with my sister.
Did 40 minutes?
So, yeah.
Damn, I was expecting you did like 10 minutes. So this guy had a whole special.
So, yeah, right. So we did like an hour plus. My sister and I, she sang songs. Mariah.
Okay.
So who also has a song out, 1950. And
shout out to Mariah. Not Carrie.
No,
she's getting there though.
I hope that we'll make some music this summer. I play guitar and piano. And
you play the piano?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've been really trying to upskill those, and I've been flirting with singing lessons, meaning I do them here or there. That's just disconnect between the teacher and I. And this summer we're starting to dive into it more. It's actually the music teacher at Konnovitch.
Beauchamp?
No, Mr. Kukler.
Oh, I don't know him. I thought you were about to say Beauchamp. I was about to say, come on, dog.
That's the East teacher.
He used to be... Oh, no, it was theater. Yeah, he was a theater teacher. Did you love his class?
I took East, but I will say if there's a high schooler listening to this, try theater.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so wait. Oh.
That's just a complete side note. But no, I've done some vocal lessons with Mr. Kukler at Egan.
Wow. So you're trying to be a jack of all trades, literally.
Yeah.
I like it.
And sometimes it gets overwhelming when you look at like, hey, am I making the progress that I need to be making? Then you question like, what's the progress I need to be making? Isn't this life
growth? Isn't
this life for me? Can't my life just be my art project? Doesn't have to be some sort of I'm young as hell. Like I don't have to be at the top of a field yet. I can sort of just like try all these things, try to pull them together, and that's what I'm doing. And I sound way more confident than I actually talk to myself as.
It's great. Oh, so your self-talk, not so much.
No,
like this.
I'd say I have pretty confident and self-affirming talk, but I also I want to be grounded in reality. I don't want to be walking around like I'm going to be a great singer one day and I'm practicing 30 minutes a week. That's not going to happen. So I'm just trying things out right now.
I like it. Yeah. So I went and bought a keyboard because I was very stressed out the week that I bought it. And when I'm at work, we have a Grand Steinway made in 1883, I think, or 84. Yeah. So it's like tip top. Whenever we have people come that play the piano, like, and they're getting paid to play it, the first thing they say that this piano is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it is awesome. So like at work, I would sit there and just do a little melody, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds nice. Obviously, like nothing crazy, but it would sound nice, and I was like, this is soothing. So I went, bought a keyboard, and I was just creating melodies. I learned 2 songs.
Very nice.
Linkin Park in the end.
That's how, What was the other one?
Rough Riders Anthem, DVX. Rest in peace to the dog. So I didn't know you could do it on the piano, but somebody did it on YouTube.
Play every song on the piano.
Right, so I learned that. So but other than that, I just like to make the melody. It was very soothing, and it took a lot of the stress away, and it was nice. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't touched it in a while.
Yeah.
I look at it every day, and I'm just like, maybe tomorrow.
Maybe today.
But, maybe today too, right? So I gotta get back into that because it did make me feel good. But I was gonna do lessons. Super expensive. The person I called, he was talking $400 for 3 sessions.
Do you want a referral, dude? I can get you.
What a guy!
I take lessons with my aunt. I'm not gonna say prices.
Yeah, good.
I know that she probably charges more than she charges me for most clients, but
of course,
it's not $400 for 3. She's very
dude,
realistic.
$400 for 3. I was unreal. Like, dude, what are you talking about?
I better be I better be rolling through moonlights, and I know you can't. I know I can't get
better
there.
be Beethoven by the time I'm done.
That's someone who I think is trying to take advantage of people wanting to be good at something.
Right. I was like, dude,
cool?
Appreciate it. Thanks for picking up the call. See you later. Because the guy came.
Thanks for your time.
He came to perform, and he was he was an amazing piano player. So I was like, hey man, do you do lessons? And he pulled out a card, like he has his own studio or whatever shop. And I was like, okay. Gave him a call after work. He told me the price. I was like, you are crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. Trying new things, just in general.
Yeah.
And then trying to be good at those things is even better.
Yeah.
But to get back to the stand-up thing.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry. I
no, it's all right. That's what a part of podcasting is. Going on, like you say something and then it makes you think of something else, and then we go down that way. So
stand up.
Stand up. When you did it the first time, were your knees shaking? Were you nervous? Or you kind of were just like, I'm here already. Who cares?
So here, I'll give you the story. So
please.
I mentioned I did 3. So the other 2, both were at Helium Comedy Club. So I just went to a random open mic, did 5, and then I went and did the Phillies Funniest competition last summer in July.
Wow.
Which was went up, did 5, curated the 5. But let's talk about the Nick's Roast Beef one, because it is kind of wild to jump in and do 40.
Right.
Like a whole Netflix special. And I was lucky to have my sister pop it in between, so that I was doing 4 here, 4 there, and playing some jokes into her her sets too. But we get there, and you can tell yourself as many times as you want, I'm good, I'm solid, but there's nothing like the doubt that creeps in when you're about to get on stage and try to make people laugh for 40 minutes.
Right.
So
or even 4 minutes.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm not going to drink before. And
you don't drink.
Nerves start hitting. And I'm like 3 Coronas deep in like 30 minutes, just downing them. And I pull the 4th on stage, and now I'm feeling a little better.
Good.
But yeah, those are the moments you look back on and you think, I might throw up if I watch this right now. Right. Like watch myself back. Right. Just at how like, it is, but
cringe.
It all culminates. Like I couldn't be confident in the settings that I'm confident in, whether that's on set or even which I do want to do, go up and do stand up in the future.
So that is a goal of yours.
Yeah. Just more of something that I want to play around with a bit. There's many reasons, right, that I'm not doing consistently. One of them being I'm not in a city. So walking to a club every night isn't really a reality, but a comedian that their only dream is comedy is going to make it happen. And that's kind of the differentiator. But I see myself as like, I really love Childish Gambino, Donald Glover.
Right.
His trajectory, which was, he did sketch comedy, he did 30 Rock, he made Atlanta, he did stand-up. He then goes and becomes Childish Gambino,
right?
One of the most influential artists. It's like, and
now he's back to doing like acting, right?
Yeah, and those are the type of people that really are lifelines, because those are the people that you look at. You're like, okay, it's not batshit crazy to say. Can you curse on here?
Absolutely.
Okay, it's not batshit crazy to say I want to pursue multiple things. I don't want to just be an insect, a specialist, right? Because they say, so another quote I've heard that's been another lifeline is specialization is for insects, right? Like humans.
Elaborate on that. I don't know if I
picked
it up right away.
A bee is providing pollen to flowers,
and that's it.
And that's the bee's job. And the bee goes home, and the bee is successful because of that. But I think, like I mentioned earlier, like humans, we can just be our own art projects, and we can continue to put as much. It's really beautiful life, because you can just put as much time as you want into things,
into anything,
and you can get a return into that just by repetition.
Yeah.
You can also take the route that I'm doing, which is just like spreading myself all over the place and saying, what do you really enjoy? And the key and the goal, what I need to do more of is set goalposts to success, because if you want to do all these things and maybe you're not progressing at all of them at a crazy rate that you think you're capable of progressing at one thing at, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You can start to get frustrated. But time is like time is fleeting, but it's also you also have so much of it.
Time is your ally.
Time is your ally.
Like literally,
Time is
use
your
it.
best friend.
Yeah, it is. It's all like literally, it's one of the most important things we have as humans, as anything, any being.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah.
Wisely.
You're all like also know that you are using it wisely.
Yeah.
You can't use time in a manner that's not wise because.
Yeah, you can. I could give you like 4.
Tell me how.
Drugs. You know what I mean? Somebody who's like, let's say they had a good job.
Mike Malek.
I don't know who that is. You probably ruined his life though. Did you ruin his life by doing drugs? Oh.
No. I mean,
you've never seen that before, where somebody has things going and they get down a bad path, and now they're using a lot of that time doing something that's detrimental to their life. Yeah, exactly. So that's immediate,
but
the rebuttal.
No, sure. And you are right. Like there are some decisions that you're like, don't make that decision.
Right.
But also there is a comfort, and this isn't advocating for people to just act nihilistically and act like actions don't matter. But you, like, no matter what you've done, sort of, it's all been building the person you are. It's not like people talk about forks in the road and maybe you go this way. You don't go all the way back to maybe go towards something else because you've gained so much on that path. Like,
right.
I think about it all the time, you know, should I be working a job in business, or should I really just be going for the different things in art that I want to be doing, or should I only be narrowing my path doing one? And it's like, well, first off, you have a lot of time. Second off, what happens when the job that you want in acting is, you know, someone from Columbia or LaGuardia, all these prestigious schools, you can get all the training you want from there, but they need someone that has business acumen. They need someone in a succession role that knows what the hell they're talking about when they're negotiating a deal. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, every single person would have told me, go this route. But now I go this route. And it's like, you're building the person you are. You're not making right and wrong decisions. You're just building.
I think you're going to be all right with the avenue of taking the directing role and then also the comedy role, because I see the potential in both. So let me ask you this: let's say in a perfect world where somebody said, "Listen, you can make it as a director or you can make it as an on-screen actor," what are you picking? You're making it. You're going to be financially stable. You're going to be happy with everyone you pick. Which one would you pick?
Director, yeah. Well.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. We're backtracking.
No, I think actually writer-actor.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
a little writing involved.
I've realized I really like crafting a story and then being on the performance
and
side
delivering
of it. The technical aspects.
Okay.
I can do without. That's probably very conceited maybe to say.
Yeah.
Because crew doesn't get as much credit. That's not why. I'm just not as interested in what camera angle. No, seriously. Some people are like, I'm interested in which camera angle and which shot tells this story the best. I'm more interested in like what line, what setting that we're creating, and then how it's delivered.
Okay.
So writer-actor is funny because I didn't say either off the bat. I said director.
Yeah.
But what I meant by that was like writer-actor. That's that's the dream.
Okay, good. So let's make that dream a reality.
Yeah, let's do it.
I can see you doing that.
Thank you.
And I think this is obtainable. So keep working hard.
Thanks, man.
You got my support. Anything you need from me, you got it.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Really.
Maybe if one day I can get over the jitters of myself and get some self-confidence, if you want to cast me in anything, let me know.
You have this charisma that I think would fit very well on set.
I think so too. Thank you, first off. But it's just like there's like a layer of me. There's a wall of me that won't let me be free like that. Freely, where I'm like, who cares? Let's do this. Let's do a good job at this and go forward.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. Self-doubt, anxiety, self-confident. Like, I don't really have... People think I'm a confident person, and I like that that's portrayed. Yeah. But in my head, I'm not, like, at all. And I hate that. It's something I need to work on. I want to feel more confident. Like, I feel confident when I get a haircut. I feel confident, you know what I mean? Like, when I have a suit on, something like that. But regular day life, like, if I don't know. Like, I'm always just...
Yeah.
But so, on the screen thing... Yeah, right. You don't know until you try it, for sure. But just know,
You're
one
in.
day, yeah.
You're in, bro.
Thank you.
You're in, dog. 1000%.
Yeah, so I think that, so I don't know if I could do the stand-up thing. I would love to one day, but I don't know if I would do, like, were you telling stories, or were you like, let's make some jokes? I feel like stories for me would be funnier than me trying to come up with some.
Stories are
all delivery.
Stories are tricky because like a joke is a joke, and
right.
It's almost like a joke, you get there quicker, so you're like, well, I'm fucked if it doesn't hit. A story can be really painful because you can go all the way through and you can say, okay, this isn't working, but we still have the punchline,
right?
And then the punchline doesn't hit, and it's
then
that much
they call it bombing.
Yes, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's think back to some of the. I like when I think of what I want to create comedically, it's making, not just making fun of myself. Another reason I don't drink much, I get very
okay.
I'm like one of the 7 dwarves, burpee. And,
the 8th one.
Yeah, the 8th one. And I think my comedy style, it's almost like it's dark, but not really. It's like, it's very joyous.
Yeah.
But I squeeze some dark in here just so we're all like, oh my god, that's
satire.
That's dark, isn't it? But then we're all like, oh, we all enjoy
I like
life.
dark humor. I do.
Right?
I like it. Dry humor. I like that.
Yeah, I like playing with what people expect of me. I think I come across as a very just like everyman a little bit, where it's like, the joke, like a joke that I had written was that I look like the Default Me character a little bit. and it is true. It's like and that's not me saying I don't think that I have like attractive qualities.
Yeah, tell these people. Well, first off, you got a girlfriend, right?
I do.
Okay, great.
I do,
Just
yeah.
keep that a shout to Amanda. But he's a handsome fellow here. What is it? How long you guys been dating?
6 years.
What's it like to be in love at such a young age, huh?
Scary, man.
Yeah. Very honest here.
It's like, I think it's what works well is like when there's a mutual understanding that that perfection doesn't exist, and like that we're all working towards what we want, and like and putting at the forefront, and this is work that we've had to do. Right,
groundwork. You gotta lay the groundwork. Yeah.
And
foundation.
But prioritizing, like, hey, same team.
Yeah.
Same team, and the team's goal is to just
win.
Have fun.
Have fun and win.
Have fun and win. Yeah. And sometimes, the coach breaks the clipboard over. Sometimes the lead scorer rushes off the field, and like at the end of the day, we're a team. Sometimes
you're losing the game, and then you got to draw up a few good plays to make the comeback.
Yeah.
So I'm just, some days I have days where I'm like, dude, I want a girlfriend, I want to fall in love. Other days I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm not ready. Like, I gotta be ready.
A lot of times I don't feel like I'm ready. It's not. There's no ready.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
And this is me also. Who the fuck am I to say any of this?
Right. No, I hear you. But so outside looking in, you guys are a wonderful couple.
Thank you.
Can't wait to come to the wedding. I said that too when I had Ashley and Michael on.
And then you were right.
I asked him then. I was like, "When's the wedding?" And then a few months later, he proposed in this wonderful setting. And
did you go to the wedding?
No, they got engaged.
Oh, they didn't get the wedding.
So who knows? The jury's still out if I'll be there.
Sorry, I'm doxing.
No, we'll see.
Good for them, man. Yeah, that's awesome.
No, it was great. They're a truly happy couple. I'm happy for them. And when he came here, he was a free agent. Didn't know if he was going to be back in Arizona or elsewhere, and the Jacksonville Jaguars signed him to a one-year deal. So went from Arizona to Florida. He's living large. Nice warm weather. Can't ask for anything more.
I'm not sure. I think I've met him once, but
I met him a few times, and when I shook his hand, my hand disappeared. You know what I mean? I couldn't even see it anymore. He's got a mitt for a hand.
You're like in the back.
Yeah, God bless him. Best of luck. I hope he sacks every quarterback, every single play. He deserves it.
Amen.
They deserve to be happy.
Amen.
So this is going off to the comedy segment. So like I've been randomly, no one asked me to do it, but I'm always like asking people Jim Carrey or Adam Sandler. I don't know why. Okay, but
Okay.
so like they always are compared from me to other people.
Same era.
Yeah, they kind of make comedy movies. They're the stars of their own comedy movies, and they all have like a specific role that they always play, right?
That's really tough, man.
Okay, so you don't have to. Okay, so you can pick if you have to pick one or the other. But then I want to ask you a separate question. So go ahead, Jim or Adam?
Jim or Adam? Is it
Movies based off their movies
Just
only,
movies?
right? Because they're both stand-up comedians,
Yeah.
and they're both very different stand-up comedians.
I'd go Adam Sandler.
Mm.
I think that that's tough, man.
It is very tough. They're both great.
Jim does a lot of physical comedy, which like isn't my forte. Is Adam Sandler not physical comedy though? Like he's
Are you saying forte as in like what you like or what you can
Both.
emulate? What is the word? Emulate.
more of what I enjoy.
Okay.
Physical comedy isn't like I'm dying. Like Succession comedy is what I like. Like the satirical, clever. There's some there's like intelligence behind this, but also stupidity.
Yeah.
There's that beautiful mix that makes something funny.
I hear you. So you're going Adam.
I think I'm gonna go Adam.
Okay.
But also, I really admire Jim Carrey as a person, and I think that, I think that maybe his early body of work is swaying my decision. But why not Adam? Yeah.
Okay.
What? I'm not gonna get hurt. Like
No, you're not.
acting like I'm gonna get like.
Right.
You're gonna bring him out.
Adam's gonna come down and
Yeah.
beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you say?
Yeah.
No. So I can't get mad at anyone's answer because they're both great.
Yeah.
So my question now is, I'm talking only comedy movies, not stand-up comedy.
Oh.
Okay.
What were we talking about before?
I was going on to something else here.
Sorry.
No, so that was only the movies.
Yeah.
Not stand-up for Adam or Jim, but just their movies. So give me your top 5 favorite movie comedians. Like they're comedians, we know they're comedians, but they're just their movies, their film, their cinematography, if you will.
Their filmography, yeah.
Well, what did I say?
Cinematography.
Is that directing?
That's more of like mise en scène, and that's more of like creating picture.
All right, filmography.
Motion picture. Yeah, filmography.
All right, good.
Is
there you
like,
go.
Is like
So give me your
acting.
5 favorite, not who you think is the best or greatest of all time. Your favorite.
See, I don't watch many comedy films.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of movies do you watch?
Dramatic.
Oh.
So like.
Okay. Then I'll answer the question.
I like something that really moves me. But comedy does move you.
Yeah. I like the comedy where there's like there's a story behind it, but then they like you're gonna laugh your way to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I like to laugh. There's no better feeling than laughter.
Seriously, man.
And like you're saying, I like a plot. You say you like the drama.
Yeah.
I like the plot, but if we're gonna laugh to get there, like what's that stupid movie with Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling?
Steve Carell's in top 5.
What's that movie?
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Stupid.
Oh, Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah.
Great plot.
Yeah, great plot.
Very funny movie.
Very well done.
Yeah, I love
Very
that
well
movie.
done. Like, can I say Ryan Gosling comedic actor? Or no? Because I love La La
I'll say-
Land. I love Drive.
Okay.
I love Blade Runner 2049.
I wouldn't put him in.
I said no comedies.
I wouldn't put him in the
Gosling's out.
category of like the ones in my head.
Yeah.
But he's a good actor for sure. I like anything he's in. you know?
Yeah. Place Beyond the Pines is good.
Okay. I'm gonna
yeah,
say
obviously.
mine because I feel like you're having some thinker's block.
Do it.
Okay. So my number 1 is Jim Carrey. So Jim is number 1. These are favorites again, folks. Not who I think is the best or the greatest. My personal choice. So I'm going Jim 1, Will Ferrell 2, Adam Sandler 3, Eddie Murphy 4, number 5 Martin Lawrence, number 6. I'm just gonna do the 6. Honorable mention is Steve Carell.
Yeah,
I love Steve, but Martin Lawrence. He hasn't been in many movies, but the movie like Blue Streak. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Highly recommend. It is my favorite comedy movie ever. And I have been. I know every word, but it's still funny every time.
Martin Lawrence.
What?
If I saw a face.
Martin Lawrence. Big Mama's House.
Hold on, let me look this up.
Oh goodness.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah, you do. Martin. You ever seen the TV show Martin?
Yeah, I know Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big Mama's House, Blue Streak. He's in National Security. Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. A bunch of silly. He's just like he's himself all the time. Bad Boys. Bad Boys with Will Smith.
I've heard that something to watch.
Okay, well we need to pop your cherry.
All right. Sure. Carell's in there.
Okay.
Will Ferrell's in there. I don't want to go all Anchorman, but I like Paul Rudd, but I'm gonna keep him out.
I like Paul Rudd
because he's, I like him. I like him in other stuff.
What's that movie he did with Dinner with the Schmucks? Him and Steve Carell. That was a good one.
Jonah Hill's in there. Jonah Hill's funny.
Okay.
Let's see. What are like my favorite comedy movies? If I'm going to a comedy movie, who else is?
There's a million. That's
I love
like
Vince Vaughn.
Bro.
I love Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
I would just go Owen Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like his style of comedy.
Robin
Vince
Williams,
Vaughn.
but that's not
Robin Williams. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Seriously, it's always the brightest and the smartest and the seem to be happiest.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a big check up on your friends kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Always check up on your friends, but
yeah.
Just say, hey, how you doing today?
Yeah.
It could go a long way.
It really can. It really can, dude.
Yeah.
It's wild how far it can go because I've had moments like that before where I'm like, God, this feels so damn good that someone just said like, yo man, I'm thinking about you.
Right.
And it's not that I'm on, the precipice of like doing something harmful. It's just like it's no surprise that like life is difficult. Everyone knows life is difficult, and it's like,
yeah.
I don't think we.
Life is difficult.
And it's like little moments like that your brain says, no, they don't need. Just do it.
50 Cent has a great quote. He says, death got to be easy because life is hard. It'll leave you physically and mentally, emotionally scarred. It will.
Yeah.
It really will. It is difficult, but basis of it is really just check up on your friends.
Yeah.
Talk to them. Say what's up.
Yeah.
Give them some
love.
Yeah.
Say I love you.
Right.
I love you.
And not like some people think that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't have no shame in telling my male friends, my guy friends, my dogs for life, love you. When let's say we go somewhere together, I get out of the car, I look them right in their face, love you, bro, get home safe.
Yeah.
And I mean it, cause I love you. You got a piece of me, so
yeah.
Tell the people that you love them.
Tell people that look like they need love that you love them.
Provide it. Yeah.
You do.
Shower people with love. Ooh, so there's this lady. So every Tuesday we have a guy who plays a harmonica, and
his work.
Yeah, sorry.
They're good.
And his lady friend, I thought that was his girlfriend. It's not.
Sure.
It's his neighbor. She plays the piano. She's excellent.
Yeah.
So he plays a harmonica. So they'll try to do a duet,
nice.
But they're like doing it together for the first time in front of us.
Yeah.
So like they do solos. But she said, she told me a quote. So she watched the pod. She said, "You do always a message of the week, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "How about walk with your heart?" And that's what she didn't explain it, and it made me like trying to think of what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
So like walk with your heart to me means like be
That's so crazy.
Warm, be inviting, welcoming, kind.
Yeah.
So all she said was walk with your heart. And then like when I see people and I go, "Hey, how you doing?" and they just go, "Good," and they don't ask me how I'm doing, I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
I really hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome a little. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
And we can keep it pushing. I don't want to be like, "Hey man, did you
stop and talk to me?"
Yeah, is your mortgage over? You know what I mean? I don't want to ask none of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to know none of that.
Well, it's have you ever read The Four Agreements?
I need to read more.
You need to be yourself.
I love you.
I love you too. Like I need to doesn't exist. I should doesn't exist. It's just
okay, fair.
When the time is right, but also don't let me take away the motivation maybe to go and get it. But
I hear you. So The Four Agreements.
The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I read The Four Agreements and The Mastery of Love. And
what are the Four Agreements? Do you know
them?
Yeah, can I?
Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Always do your best, and don't make assumptions. And those were huge for me. And also I did like this emotional intelligence course in February. That was really cool. And I realized just how like toxic assumptions and expectations can be. Because like you said, if you walk with your heart, a lot of times we're creating with our head, not with our heart. Because we're always creating. Conversations we're creating.
Yeah.
Art we're creating. Anything we're creating.
You hear that, Rita? Her name is Rita. Shout out to you, Rita. Love you.
We're always creating.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can stop and say, what's my heart say here, rather than what's my head say, because in reality what you're saying is like, what do I feel inside, what's my intuition saying, let's trust that. And instead of like, what does Vito want me to say, what do the people want me to say, because it's like, that's,
yeah, don't do that.
no, it's,
you're pandering.
yeah,
Don't pander.
No, I'm not, it's not a pander party. It's
Right.
like, but those agreements really help me, because making assumptions, like, it's so crazy, these things that can creep into your every day. Like, even walking in here, I can make assumptions that, you know, just by the way that you say hello, I can immediately, based probably on my self-talk, he doesn't want me here.
Why would I invite you?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Or you say like, or other people, like, it's so obvious sometimes, and other times it's not, that people are just sounding things out a lot, and they don't mean what they say.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they can say like, gosh, I need to get out of here, like, this town fucking sucks, and this town might be your favorite thing about the world, so you just have to not take it personally and just say like, everything's about the other person that they say. Everything that I'm saying is kind of about me, even though it's part of me that's like trying to provide value inherently and like trying to speak my truth. It's also just me trying to, you know, get my bearings on the world.
Right.
So.
And that's what you're providing.
Yeah.
It's you. You're providing yourself to every situation, to the world. I like that. So there's an old-fashioned quote. You know what they say about assumptions? They make an ass out of you and me. So don't make the assumptions. Don't assume anything.
Yeah.
I like the 4 agreements were nice.
Yeah, and it's a super short read. It's quick.
Mm.
It's like value, value, value.
I'm all about value. It's all about value.
But also it's about the journey.
Ooh,
Sometimes you don't need a value-packed 100-page.
You know what I could see you doing, truthfully?
Yeah.
You getting on TikTok, setting your camera up right here, and just talking. Not even trying to make somebody laugh, so to speak.
Yeah.
You could throw that in, like maybe it's in a minute-long video, and then maybe around 32 seconds, you made a quick little joke, and it made somebody laugh. But I think you could be like I don't want to. The term influencer sucks nowadays. Because like you could break that down from a girl who is like trying to get other girls to buy this specific clothing.
Yeah.
Because someone's paying them to sell it, kind of thing, or an influencer who's like, hey man, I was a couch potato and now I run 6 miles every day.
Yeah.
You could do it too.
It's very all-encompassing.
Right. And it's literally all in the middle. But I don't want to say you could be an influencer because it's a weird term. But I think you could like provide some
so crazy
relief
to say that, man.
to people. Like you're talking to me right now and I'm sitting there, I'm just like, I'm saying that, I've been saying that so many times. You're just spreading some wisdom. So it could be like, that could be an avenue that you trail down.
Thanks for saying that, man, because there's a lot of times I think about what content I want to create, and part of me thinks this has to be high production value. You got to go make a skit out of it. And it's like, because I think part of me is scared that opportunities in those higher production value arenas won't come if I lower the production value and speak from the heart. But also, like, what kind of life is it if I'm not speaking from my heart, and if I want to be speaking to people and creating?
Yeah, it's corny not to just say something maybe to please other people.
Yeah.
Speak with your heart, walk with your heart.
Yeah.
There you go. So, I like that. Yes, I'm telling you, Steve, do anything you want because you can do it.
Thanks, brother. You too. Man.
You got my support.
I love you, dog.
Love you too.
I hope you guys have been enjoying it. It's been awesome it's been so long since I talked directly to a camera. It used to be an integral part of my life.
Yeah.
And it's awesome to be here with you guys.
I'm glad you're here.
Thanks.
We were trying to do this a while ago.
Yeah.
And it just, the schedules didn't align, but
guess what? I come on. Timing's always beautiful because I come on earlier and I don't say some of these things. I come on earlier to you. You don't say some of these things. You might not say, "Hey, I think you can do this in front of the camera."
Yeah.
And that's gonna really drive me, man.
I do think you can though, and I don't want to say I hope you do it because that might put some pressure on you.
Yeah.
But if you do it, I'm here for it because I see the vision.
Thanks, man.
So
thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Keep a smile on your face, man. Walk with your heart. Everyone listening, walk with your heart. Rita, can't wait to see you on Tuesday. So I'm going to make that a clip and show her. Because I was like, Rita, I would love if you come on the podcast. And she's really good at the piano. I'll bring my keyboard here and say, just do a little Dude, she kind of like she said that I was maybe helping her because she published or she wrote songs but wasn't publishing them. I said, well, what's stopping you from publishing them? And I was like, listen, I had an idea for a podcast a long time ago. I didn't do it. And then one day I just bought a camera and pressed record. Here I am. This is episode 59, you know what I mean? Yeah. So here we are. And
also, I mentioned it earlier, and I know we're probably wrapping up, but I really want to emphasize, like, people will ask you and they'll say, how did you create a show out of nothing? How'd you do that? And, like, the only way that you did this is by showing up every single week and saying, I'm going to put my product out there no matter what my product is. Yeah. And my product's going to improve over time, and it's really awesome, man.
I'm really trying.
It's really awesome.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
So before we wrap up, it is only right if we end with riddles.
Riddles.
With Vito. We know how this works, folks, so it has nothing to do with your intelligence. It is almost always a play on words. Sometimes it's a joke as well. You know, it might make you laugh. This one... I like a lot.
Okay.
I need to hold on.
I'll put the shades on for the riddle.
Oh, for the riddle, the guy's putting the shades on.
You're taking yours off.
I need to read it. Okay.
I need a good pair of shades. I might buy these off you.
All right. $300.
yeah. For 3 lessons? All right, yeah. $300 for 3 wears. Yeah, word.
He was ridiculous, that guy. His name's Jeff. I'm not going to say his last name, but no, dude, Jeff, get it right.
There's probably a market out there for it, and rightfully so, dude. Charge your price. You know, talk your talk.
Fun fact, those glasses were purchased in Italy.
Wow. So 500 for them?
300 euro. Okay, so riddles with Vito. How does a pig get to the hospital? How does a pig get to the hospital?
Did you put like a timer in?
No.
Oh, so it's just silence.
You think, say anything that comes to your brain. No time. Don't worry about the time.
I know it.
It's gonna pass anyway. You know it?
Yeah.
How does a pig get to the ambulance? Oh.
A ambulance.
Oh.
I didn't even need that, bro. You just discredited it.
Yo, I did, but you got it. Yeah. In the ambulance.
Yeah, damn. No. I had ambulance. It's the shades, dude. You said these are Gedges?
These are mine that I gave the Gedges.
Appreciate you both.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I started thinking ambulance, and I was like, what? But I'm thinking like, is a pig a lance? No, this pig's not a lance.
It's a good one. It's a good one. But yeah, it kind of like if you really think about it, the answer's there, and it's just waiting for you to look at it and pick it up.
That's life, bro.
Dude,
it's all there.
Yeah. Oh, it's all there for the taking.
We'll not be too deep.
We could do an episode just like that. Yeah. In the beginning of these, not even the beginning, majority of these episodes, like the riddles, I feel like in the beginning were super hard.
Yeah, you were doing like
and now it's like I don't know.
Toned it down a little bit.
Yeah, Richie got it a few weeks ago. He got the riddle. You got one now. Cool. Pam was the first one to get it. That was episode 27. Wow. Like, you know what I mean? We are.
Let's go.
How does a pig get to the hospital?
Ambulance, baby.
In the ambulance. Oh, that's great. Go. So, dude, I appreciate you for taking the time out of your schedule.
Absolutely.
Coming here. I want to say best of luck with anything you do. The director route, the writer route, the acting route.
Thanks, man.
Your TikTok, they blow up. So I hope you get another one that goes through the roof.
I hope yeah.
No, seriously, you deserve it.
Thanks,
keep a smile on your face. Keep creating. That might be the thesis of this whole episode. Yeah, keep creating, no matter what. Ideas in an iPhone.
No, literally, there's no one can do anything to make you stop creating. It's the greatest power and gift you have. People can. Every single person on the street can say, "You suck," and you're the only one at the end of the day that decides if you create or not. So it's like, that's cool.
Correct, but I'm the type of person, like, let's say everyone on the street tells me I suck. I'm like, they're saying it for a reason. I must suck.
Get better. How do you get better? Repetition. Creating. Action. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you.
Dude.
Folks, I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Thank you, guys.
If you got this far and you didn't subscribe to the YouTube, I am furious. Just hit the button. It doesn't cost anything. I'm not asking for anything.
No.
Just hit the button. It's free. You got a Gmail account. Boom. Press it.
Yeah. Subscribe. Please.
That's
Come
it.
on. Let's be real. Let's be adults. Subscribe.
Facts. Let's be adults. Press subscribe and leave it at that. You won't get an email from me saying, "Hey man, he just dropped a new episode." Just every Tuesday.
There's no newsletter.
Every Tuesday, I'm here, live. Not live, but you know what I mean. Yeah. I'm here, and just check it out. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody.
Please.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.